Hello everybody, I am joined for a movie review with my father. Say hi, Dad.
Hello.
Today is another 100-year, even though this movie came out in February 1925, but still, this is the 100th anniversary of the 1925 The Lost World. What do you think of The Lost World?
I think it's interesting because, there's stop-motion animation, which is, considering the time, it's pretty effective. And it also kind of sets the prototype for future dinosaur movies.
Yeah, like King Kong, or even it's inspired filmmakers of Peter Jackson or Steven Spielberg and
right. Yes, yeah. And the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
That's true. Very true.
And it also has someone who would become a major star in the future, Wallace Beery, who plays the part of the explorer, the lead explorer in the adventure.
The one who was where everyone thought that he was like a fake and
yes,
that they didn't believe his theory about that dinosaurs do exist, despite they've been extinct for over X amount of years and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, one of the people that comes on the trip is a journalist report, but he didn't want one, and I thought it was a little bit strange. Even though he said no journalists and reporters, but there was no need to assault the guy, and
yeah, I guess he kind of had an overreaction to.
Yeah, really, he did. He did, and the only reason why the journalist guy wanted to go on this trip was to prove to his girlfriend that I'm manly enough and brave enough to go on an adventure to explore these dinosaurs, despite the risk. And
right.
Yeah, but my advice: don't satisfy yourself. Do only things for yourself, though. That's the lesson I got out of this movie from this character: is don't satisfy the woman, satisfy yourself. Do things for yourself. But yeah, no, I think it's got an excellent stop-motion animation. It's very well done for the time for 1925, and apparently this is the first film to do stop-motion animation.
It's the first feature film?
Yeah, first feature film they do stop-motion animation. I don't know what the first...
right.
I know it was probably around before, but I don't know it was the first thing to use stop-motion animation, or who invented it. That's a whole different topic right there, and...
Yeah, it is, and it's the animation is effective. It does work well.
Yeah,
and they have some pretty complicated scenes.
Oh yeah,
when the dinosaur is walking through the streets,
right,
and crashing into buildings.
Right. I'm thinking Godzilla there. I'm also thinking about The Lost World, Steven Spielberg. Even though this is as close to relates to today's film topic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Usually when I do a movie like this, I always like to wear a shirt that represents, but I don't think they don't have those in the stores that I'm aware of. A T-shirt, The Lost World.
Yeah, probably not.
No. Especially if younger generations don't know what this movie is, and this was one of the before King Kong. This is one of the groundbreaking of stop motion animation and dinosaur films.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, as I'm watching the film, I'm thinking of all the elements that Spielberg took inspiration for, Jurassic Park and the sequel he did, The Lost World. Mm-hmm. Dinosaurs attacking the city and the people, and also just Jurassic Park in general too.
Yes.
Especially when they're in when they're in the island of dinosaurs. I think it's pretty cool how also, when they go across the tree branch, I'm thinking that's King Kong right there. I wouldn't be surprised if the people who did King Kong may have saw this and took inspiration for that for King Kong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And remember the part when the who was the character? It was Arthur, the explorer guy who was looking for volunteers.
Yes.
So, sorry if I'm forgetting names, because this is more about the special effects, less on story than the characters. And,
right.
Yeah. Not that the characters are bad or anything, it's just that when people would see this film, they're going to think more about the dinosaur special effects than the characters or the story.
Yeah.
It was the guy who was looking for the volunteers, the explorers, when he threw the guy who jumped across. I'm thinking this looks like something out of a Three Stooges or Laurel and Hardy sketch.
Yes, yeah. I know.
And also because I haven't seen this since I was a little kid, it's I don't remember this part. It was it's kind of a refresher revisiting this film after almost over 20 years. That was the last time I can recall seeing this movie when I was a little kid. I mean, though I was impressed with it, but it didn't have that affected me, like the way King Kong did. How like King Kong was more mind blowing than this.
Yeah, well, King Kong was a more complex film.
Right.
It had a better story. Had more characterization,
right,
and development of characters,
right,
and the special effects were just completely more sophisticated.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, definitely. Wait, let me see. I just wanted to like get up some facts about this film that. And apparently it was made for like 49 dinosaur money. The images were donated to the Museum of Arts and Science in Los Angeles, and also, like I said, going back, this is not the first stop motion, but it was the first full-length stop motion animation they used for a movie like this for its time. Let's see. And also, like, because this is we watched it on Blu-ray, this film has been, like, restored, like, many times throughout the years of what was considered lost. They found in like, I don't know, 10 or 20 years ago, like, through, like, some, like, Hollywood vaults of, because who knows, with this, if they found the missing scenes of this film, there's still a chance they may find London After Midnight someday.
Well, this, the restoration is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the pictures, the film is very clear. There's very little distortion at all, if any. It almost looks like it could have been shot a few weeks ago.
Yeah. But, you know, like, watching this film, it's like a time capsule to see, like, how this was a big dinosaur film for its time, for 1925, and can only imagine what people's the audience's reaction was back in 1925 when they first saw this thing, that they were, like, put in a trance, like, oh my god, these, like, dinosaurs are so cool and well done, how?
Yeah.
And again, no such thing as Google back then. They questioned themselves, how'd they do all these effects?
Right.
Yeah. And apparently there was a possibility they wanted to make a sound remake to this, but I guess because they just know what... I guess I wouldn't be surprised because of King Kong is maybe why they didn't do a sound remake to this. Also that, believe it or not, I read that they almost wanted to make a follow-up sequel to this, but I don't think it needs a sequel to this. I don't not for 1925. Sequels were not really a thing or a topic to think of at that time in 1925. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else you want to cover on this film that comes to mind about?
Yeah, just the actor Wallace Beery would become a major film star in the talkies. The films that I can offhand remember are The Champ, where he plays an aging boxer that's looked up to by a young Jackie Cooper, and he was in Grand Hotel, and which was an ensemble movie with different stars, and he was among them. And he also played in the early Treasure Island. So he was a pretty big movie star in the future.
I just don't know if I've ever seen his movies that come to mind.
I don't think you have.
Well, I've seen this one. That's well, you know, they say start somewhere and build my way up to see more of his stuff. Yeah. I guess that's everything we've covered for. Let's go watch it. It may be an old black and white film, but just go watch and be surprised. Like, wow, very well done for 1925.
Right, it is.
Yes.
It's worth seeing.
Absolutely. See y'all next time.
Bye-bye.